Hey y'all, it's your girl Nelly D, and I got the one and only Drew with me. LOL _ probably Drew on social media. Show him some love.
And we do have the Nelly Drayton, the host of the show. Her @name is @Nelly Drayton. And for those who don't know, NELLYDRAYTON. And that was for you, the Spotify listeners. Because if you don't know already, baby, we are going on Spotify.
Yes, we are.
Yes, baby.
We're getting there. We're working it out for you guys. Trust me. We understand that a podcast is supposed to be audio, right? But the Nelly Drayton Show is literally just going to be a creative space for creative souls to gather and go beyond.
Yes.
Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing.
And
but today, we're going to talk about having control of your creative space and past experiences that affect your creative process. Meaty.
Very meaty, baby. I'm ready to get into it.
We getting into it?
Ready to get into it.
Let's do this. First of all, you came up with this idea literally like 5 eons ago.
We want to make sure that every topic that we talk about has some way of coming back to people who are creative and making it a relatable topic, which is hard because we can get into a lot of things that have nothing to do with creative space. Mm-hmm. But I think this is something that we haven't talked about, probably because it's stuff that is still happening to us today. Mm-hmm. Like, it's too real. Sometimes when we talk about things, we've worked on it and we've let it go to whomever it needed to go to, and we've moved on from it, and we're just kind of like recounting it. But this is going to be like a bitter episode because this is stuff that's still happening to us today. I mean, we are adult creatives who are trying to make a space for other people, and whenever this becomes your opportunity to do this, you will see how people move differently around you, and it Absolutely. Does. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, knowing that there are people who just don't get it. Or not that they don't get it, they don't want to.
They don't want to. I was going to say, if they wanted to, they would ask questions so that they do. Mm-hmm. But they don't. That's closed-minded.
And I also think it's insecurity. I think when people see people doing things like this, they get negative because they're like, that is something that I would love to do, but it wouldn't be successful for me. So I'm going to project that onto you, and that you're not going to be successful. Because if I can't do it, I don't want to see you do it. Dang! I told y'all, we going to sound a little bitter today.
I mean, is it bitter or just reflection? We're reflecting on how people treat us, which is something that is normal. It is normal to process feelings about something that does not seem right. Yeah. It's not right that you're treating me this way or you're doing this. So I need to figure out a way to make it make sense.
If an artist is going to write about like a bad experience that they had, like about an ex or whatever, then we can use our platform to talk about things that have happened to us too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's what they
use it as they call it inspiration. Well, baby, I'm feeling a little inspired today too.
Me too.
To talk about shit that happens to me because people don't understand how creative processes work and how you like. I'm sure there are going to be people who are going to be like, oh, you're doing that little podcast every weekend. And like, little. Yeah, go ahead and call it little, babe. Ooh. Because when we do blow up and this does become some shit and then I can't hang out with you because I'm doing my little podcast every weekend, I'm going to remember you said that. Okay?
Ain't nothing little about this.
There's nothing little.
First of all, mics are expensive. Second of all, knowing how to use audio equipment is not something that you just figure it out. No. Unless you know where you're going or the direction that you're going. You have the resolve to figure it out, then yeah. But people that don't even have the work ethic, this ain't little.
This ain't little.
What?
And to put yourself out on a public platform in this day and age,
I mean,
I would go as far as say that we're brave.
Very. Because you're opening yourself up to the public.
To criticize, say and do judge. Whatever you want, to have access to, essentially any documented past that you have, and then they also get to have a word in on that too.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go ahead and say now, y'all who want to go creeping on my social medias, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry, baby. I changed. I'm not the man I used to be, okay?
He did the shade.
I did, because I know they're going to come for me. They're like, you said this at this time.
Well,
baby,
times
I was
have
14 years old. What did you want from me? I didn't even know who I am.
Right.
I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked, and things were different.
I feel like anything under the age of 25 should not be taken 100% seriously.
No, there should be a grace period.
Yeah, because your brain is not even, what is the scientist's rule? Like, your brain is not even fully developed until like 25, 26.
Right. I mean, right. And to be honest, here's my thing. I honestly would go as far as say until you're probably around 30 is when you really should have an idea of like what's just not okay and what is okay.
Right.
But I was just saying, y'all gonna creep on my social media. I'm sorry, okay?
They not gonna come for you because I'm here.
Ooh. She said, security.
Just saying. Had to put that out there. Because at the end of the day, being a creative individual, I mean, from jump, when you are young, when you're a baby, when you're a toddler, adolescent, all those years, they definitely play into how you process your life.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So him putting whatever. I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to be fine.
Well, let's be messy for a second, because if they can't get over, if someone feels, which I highly doubt that, but there's a, small percentage of the ifs. If someone is that moved by your past, then what about the exes you keep letting come back into your life?
What about that homeboy that keeps ghosting you every weekend?
And you're okay with it.
You keep texting him back. Oh. Okay,
you blow up his
perfect.
Phone. You blow up, and I'm not talking like 2 messages. I'm talking like phone call, voicemail, voice message, phone call, Snapchat.
That sounds like me. Oh, that sounds like me. There was one person I did that to, and I'm not gonna say his name because he will actually watch this. He's been begging to like let me show him some of these videos, and I said absolutely not. Because I'd be talking about his ass.
He's absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, sir.
He can probably watch the third one. The third one's a good one. But no, because he would do that ghosting. Oh, I can't take it. That's one thing. I'll tell you what. You ghost me one time, baby. That's all you get. Because I can't take it. It interrupts my spirit. It interrupts. Like, I could have everything going. I would have to cancel everything that day because it really tears me up. I don't like it. I hate it.
So. Okay.
Hate it. You ghost me.
When was this?
Don't even bother texting me back. We will never talk. Well, I did. I took him back, but
there's nothing wrong with learning, though.
I learned that after him, though. If he ghosts me now, he knows this. If he ever ghosts me now, he might as well just go ahead and like delete my number. I will never speak to him ever again. But don't ghost me.
Yeah.
But we've gotten off topic.
I mean, it's a past experience that affected your creative process.
Oh, okay.
Because
facts, and that's right on topic.
Because think about it. If something that someone does completely shuts you down for the day, that means that
whatever creative ventures I have are done. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, you're right. But you know what? I think that is
that's why I wrote it down.
But I think that's a character flaw. I think it's a character flaw because I can go through a lot of shit and persevere. Excuse me. But I think it only happens when I'm really feeling somebody. Like, if I'm, like, kind of, like, flirting, like, I think you're cute, and you think I'm cute, and we're, like, texting every day or whatever, and then, like, I don't hear from you, like, I'm good on it. Like, truly. I'm an adult. Like, I am good on it. But if I'm, like, really, like, and when I'm really feeling you, me and you have been talking for, like, a month, you haven't even scratched the surface. I've kept you at bay, baby. You don't even know what's going on underneath these sheets, okay? You don't even know. So, but we had surpassed that moment, and plus, me and him had a history. We can get into the whole timeline. We're not gonna do that because, like I said, he's probably gonna watch this video, and I know who you are. You know who I am. Okay. Point being, it's a character flaw because I should never let someone have that much power over me, irregardless if we were, planning to get into a serious relationship. If we've been in a serious relationship and we're thinking about getting, engaged and potentially married, nobody should have enough power over me to the point to where it stops my progression.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely.
That's not on them. I couldn't ever blame someone for that. Like, you stopped me from getting in my bag. No, you didn't. My spirit did. And why? I don't know. I got to figure that out. That's between me and my therapist.
That's right. That's the creative process, though. Like, continuously discovering yourself, continuously discovering the ins and outs of what makes you tick, what makes you go, what makes you stop, what makes you just shut down for the day.
Yeah.
That is all in your past experience and how you process the emotions. Like, do you process them healthy?
If you even are processing them, that's the thing. Some of these men out here, I don't want to make this like a sexist thing, but some of these men out here have got some childhood trauma, baby. They are packing along everywhere. And it's like, throw that out. It's like when you get someone's car and you're like, baby, clean this shit up. You are too grown for this. Why are you treating me like I'm your mama? I didn't do that to you. She did that to you. Take it up with her. That's her problem and your problem, not mine.
That is a thing. I have met some very emotionally immature men.
Yeah, that's because and I dealt with one for like 6 years, and thank God he has now moved past that and he has moved on to like greater things. He's, in a great relationship. But he really did have like some serious, like, I don't want to say like mommy issues, but his childhood, he was packing that along, and that became my problem. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not her. I didn't do that to you. You can process that and work that out, but if you're going to shut down every time we have a problem, then you're going to shut down by yourself.
Not by yourself.
Because I'm not going to do it. If I have to go through this life and I'm going to process, what you do?
Nothing.
Oh.
That was just terrible.
No, you was about to sing.
And it got terrible.
No, it's not good. Girl, go ahead and finish it. We'll give you the space.
No, God! And listen, in a creative space, you also know your limits.
She said, know your role.
No, you know where your strengths are and your weaknesses.
Know your lane.
Hitting them Mariah Carey notes is definitely a weakness.
I can do it. Y'all want to hear it?
That's right.
Insert.
Post Nelly.
Yeah, post Nelly. Put something in there.
Put the highest pitch you can find.
Yes.
Talking about Celine Dion. I'm sorry. Listen, speaking of past experiences, I will say that, and I put this on Twitter.
Ooh.
If you don't follow me. But I just recently put this on Twitter. I was talking about how, like, I will always basically be forever grateful. And I hold creative souls at a high level because there are times that their work, their songs, their music, songs, music, same thing. TV shows, movies have gotten me through certain phases of my life. Mm-hmm. Like there's this, oh my God. There's a song called Stealing Cars by James Bay.
I never heard that. Oh, dang.
Oh my God. I don't know. That song, listen, make fun of me if you want to, but I'll never forget when I first discovered that song. I was at like the deepest. What did you say? There's
rock bottom has a basement. I know. One of my patients at my old job told me that, and I have brought that with me, baby.
Listen,
it's good.
I was definitely in the basement because I was on my bathroom floor. Oh. I was sleeping in the bathroom. Like I was so upset about life not making sense that I would take a pillow and a blanket. And at the time, I was like super deep into the like Christianity walk. Like I was really trying to find a place where like the world was quiet. Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I found my bathroom and I just laid on. I took a blanket and a pillow. My floor was clean. If anything, that should tell you how clean I am. Okay. But I was able to sleep on my bathroom floor, and I did. And I would listen to those songs, like, and that was one of them, Stealing Cars, and like. I think back to that moment where like I was like screaming, crying in my bathroom, having like a worship experience and also tapping into like, oh my goodness, my pain is going to be the thing that elevates me. Yeah.
I think that's when creatives realize that like they have so much. I know, but I think that's when like a lot of creatives have like moments where they realize like, bitch, I could really take over the world, because when you realize that your emotion, like some of the greatest work that you will, acknowledge or that will motivate you to do is something that moves you. And if it moves you, it's probably because there's some emotion attached to that too. If you do your research, some of the stuff that really moved you, those people were in like some dark places or in like some like sad places. That's when like anytime I've ever gone through like a really serious like breakup and like I've been like legitimately heartbroken, is truly some of my, this is gonna sound crazy, but some of my best work that I've ever done. Like, so one of my main things that I'm known for is my Instagram. I post like my Instagram videos and whatever. Some of the videos that I love the most, people are probably like, oh, he is so confident, he said this, he said that, he did da. People would never know that I was in a very, very, very dark place when I made those videos. Like one of my videos, which it's like a really like sensual, like sultry video. Baby, I was not eating. I thought I looked great because I wasn't eating because I was so upset that I was just like working and just trying to get my mind off. And it was actually a video that I was trying to get his attention with. Like, look what you missed out on. But it turned out to be like great work. And to be honest, after I made, like, whenever I get like that creative release after like situations like that, like, I'm actually over it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? Look what I just did.
Yeah.
I don't need that motherfucker.
Absolutely.
I really don't. Mm-hmm. So for the creatives, because this is what this whole thing is supposed to be about, is having a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
Don't beat yourself up for having emotion, baby, because you have work that people will never be able. There are some people who cannot channel that, who are so devoid of being able to tap into legitimate emotion and how to emote. People go to school for shit like that. They go to school just to emulate that. You sit on a gold mine, baby. You better get into it. So when you get that breakup, baby, make work. Put that shit to work. When you're upset, when you're sad, write poetry. Start somewhere. Start somewhere.
Because I would have never thought, like, and this is very cringy, okay? Just if you're going to go back and if you're going to go back and watch my old videos, just know that was me trying to figure it out. It's kind of sort of figure it out. And I use that kind of sort of figure it out in my bio on Spotify. Check it out. But in my old YouTube videos, I did like a story time where like I try to.
We should do. Okay, we're gonna cut this from post just real quick, or maybe we're not. We'll leave it in. But we should go back because I have an old catalog too. We should
go back and watch
we
our
should
old
do
videos.
A video where we just go back and take our old YouTube videos and react to that shit. Because girl, my shit is. Cringe. I'm getting chills. I'm wearing a jacket and I'm getting chills, y'all.
Zipper up. And
it's getting hot in here. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The audio too much.
Apologizing to the Spotify listeners. We apologize. We definitely will make sure that we acknowledge you all at all times.
I get excitable.
Please know that the YouTube visuals associated with this audio sometimes can be intense, so brace yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Disclaimer. I'll refrain.
But I look back and I'm like, Janelle, what was you thinking, bro?
Girl, you had.
I was trying to figure it out.
Rose-colored glasses, sweetie.
I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, rose-colored glasses.
What does that mean?
It means where you see everything like in a very like people say rose like you were walking through your relationship with rose-colored glasses on means like you didn't see any of the negative. You were only like you had rose-colored glasses on, baby. You was like, I'm gonna make it.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, shout out to younger me because that's definitely a thing to keep or try to maintain for a long time. Honestly,
but good work is honest. So even if it's like, because like I was just saying about my early work, it is cringy. But you know what? I did not too long ago. I went back and I watched those videos and I was like, damn, that little kid, that little kid.
Yeah.
Because I was 19 making those videos. Mm-hmm. I said that little kid, like, was just naive and like eager and ambitious, and I'm like. Because that young kid does not really exist anymore. I kind of like wish that I could go back to him and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like, shout out to younger me. You was eating it up.
Yeah.
You was trying to. You weren't quite there. You still had your training wheels on, but you was well on your way, baby.
Yeah, with the power that our inner child would have or possess. Yeah. It's like the fact that you had that at that age, and not a lot of people are bold enough to step in whatever that is for them. They're hindered or just a product of their environment, just stuff that can be very discouraging.
I never have been a spirit that would allow for someone to control. Well, no, that's not true actually, because I have. But after I always say I typically will not make the same mistake twice because I will learn from the first time. And when that young child was kind of stripped from me and I was forced to really grow up in a really cruel situation, I made a vow to that young man that we will never see ourselves in that again. But outside of that, even before then, really, when it comes to like creative, ambitions, I really have never. I've always put my foot down when it comes to certain things, like. I played sports growing up, and that was for my family. But I did have a talent for sports. I was an athletic kid, but I never let my foot up off the neck of. But this isn't what I wanted to do. Like I made them know, like, oh yeah, I'll go to basketball practice, but just know I don't want to.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll go do baseball, but just know that I'd rather be doing cheerleading. Or I'll go, play kickball or whatever, but just know that I want to go be doing gymnastics. So I let them know, like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But remember, I wanted to go put pom-poms on and go bust on that floor.
And they did not embrace that.
No. Well, you know what? And I think my mother did. This is going to get deep. Sorry, shout out to Kim and Bill.
That's the government for me.
I think my mother wanted to, but I think that she was wrapped up in some stuff that she just couldn't allow herself to step away from, like, her situation with her marriage to do that, because it would be a separating topic. Like, it'd be a fight.
Ooh. Fight.
Bill wants all of his boys in his home to play sports. Kim really didn't give a shit. She didn't care if I was, twirling around. She didn't give a fuck. To be honest, she just wanted me out of the house. So I wasn't tearing it up. So she was like, you can go do that shit outside. Okay?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, get out the house. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Doing little cartwheels on the trampoline, girl. I was eating them up. Tearing them little bitches up. But, no, I think that she was so chained up in this, like, this will destroy my marriage, that she hindered, my progress. Because there was a time where, baby, Disney was looking over in this direction, baby. Disney. Mm-hmm. Now, low key, I'm kind of, like, glad, because you see how them Disney folks be turning out. Not all of them, but some of them.
Oh, I know. Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, whoo, honey, I don't know if I could have made it. But it was just like, damn, my childhood, it holds a lot of what if situations. Like, what if I did this? What if this was my story? What if this could have happened?
Yeah.
And I hate that, but I say it all the time. Even if I do have what ifs, or if I do have, like, regrets or whatever, I really wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. That's good though.
Yeah.
That just it helps you to look at life a little bit differently.
Yeah.
There's a different perspective with
I wouldn't have this perspective if that was
with accepting your past, which that's why we talk about past experiences, how they affect your creative process, because a creative process can start at any age, at any time. Mm-hmm. There's no limits to being a creative. You can start small, you can start big, however you start. Just always remember that your past will affect the process.
It does.
Always.
But it doesn't always have to be negative.
I'm going to say, especially if it's negative.
Yeah, because I can tell you now, the age that I am and the person that I've become, I wish somebody in my life is going to tell me no. Or tell me, like, you can't do that.
He said, try me.
You are you should get into comedy. Here, why don't you come with me? Let's go do a mic situation. Come on.
I've done that
because you're the funny guy. Because I'm going to do it.
Oh, didn't Drake say that? He's like, oh, you a funny guy. Something, Kevin Hart. I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's a song. That's in a song. I'm a lyrical lyricist. I remember a lot of words.
Yeah, you the rap girly. I'm the R&B girly.
Listen, and I will say a song that I play this song probably like 3 times a day. It's like medicine for me. And this is why I'm always going to say I'm OTF. I'm that one fan that literally looks at some of these artists, creative people, as just that. I don't care what he done did to y'all. I don't care that he's a demon in Chicago. I don't care. I don't. Now, unless he's out here, like, obviously killing off women. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right. But really, and I'm about to be messy, kind of one of the only reasons why I have like a little bit of respect outside of the music part of Lil Durk's career is India, because she's bad. She's beautiful, and she's like, no.
I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Not on today.
Get it together. Stop.
That.
Because that's the type of woman I am. I might mess up a few times, but at the end of the day, a man's gonna know, like, bro, I really messed up with that one, because she's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the power that I possess, and I'm not finna. Okay. I'm not finna minimize that for nobody. Ooh. So, in regards to that, there's a song. It's called "Finesse Out the Gangway." It's by Lil Durk, Lil Baby. I don't know Lil Baby's life. I don't want to know his life. I just like the song. That song goes hard. That's my anthem. If you know me, you know that I played that song one too many times. Shout out to my brother who introduced me to that song. I wasn't even listening to Lil Durk and Von and all of them and Boost. What's his name? Buka 600. I was not listening to none of them until me and my brother lived together. And I was like just cleaning one day, just trying to figure out my life. And then I heard it in the living room and I was like,
Who that?
I can't find nothing. I had to go get it. I had to finesse out the gas.
Ooh. She said it's the flow
because
for me.
It's the words. Like, my out of the mud does not have to match your out of the mud.
Ooh.
Best believe I made it out the mud.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't have, well, I can actually say I did have like cockroaches in my food because of the apartments that I was living in. But it wasn't, it was literally just the circumstances that I had to deal with. I had to face the fact that I had to live like that for a couple of months or a year or two just to elevate myself to something much better. Right. So I literally finessed out the gangway. I'll never forget 4th of July, bro. We come back from my auntie's house. I mean, there was gunshots for the rest of the night, bro.
Oh my God.
Gunshots. I'm not talking like pew, 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 pew,
the ghetto.
It was like I was like, oh, that's not that's not a pistol. That's an AK-47. Like, it was.
Girl, you better than me. I'd be like, security.
Security ain't gonna pull up in that neighborhood.
Well, child, but my security will come scoop me. Get me out of here.
That
girl.
You meant that security.
Yeah, security, come get me, please. I'm sleeping with you tonight.
I do have one man that's like, he's about that life, and he'll definitely do something about it. But at that time, I didn't have anybody that was about that life.
I got one too.
Listen, it's good to have a little y'all, but you're single. We're single.
I can have whoever I want.
I'm not ready to mingle, but he is.
I'm like, it's frightening how ready I am to mingle. As a matter of fact, like, I'm gonna get messy too. Why the fuck are y'all not in my DMs?
Oh my God.
I have been asking for episodes.
Be in his DMs.
Please. Be
in his DMs.
They say there's a meeting in my bedrooms. Well, there's a meeting in my DMs. And you missing it. You did not accept the Zoom meeting. You are missing the meeting, baby. You about to get chopped.
Well, that's okay that he was being. I allow the messiness because creative souls gather here to go beyond.
I just need some DMs. Okay, I would stop. Look, we gonna campaign. Make Drew stop talking about his DMs. Somebody's gonna have to take one for the team and get in my DMs.
Not a campaign. What are we voting for?
They're gonna petition. They're gonna have signatures. We have 50,000 signatures saying stop talking about your DMs. It's the petition. I'm holding the petition. Stop talking about your DMs. We don't want to hear it.
I physically cannot. Yo, I might make that the title of this episode. Like, if y'all don't get in his DMs.
Yeah, if somebody don't slide in my DMs, y'all, really, somebody's got to do God's work, okay? Somebody's going to have to get in there.
It's God's work for me. At the end of the day, listen, it's welcomed because creative souls gather here to go beyond.
Please.
Okay?
Please.
That is my slogan for this show. Regardless of if it's a podcast or other things that's coming your way. Listen, that's the goal. We want people to come and join us at this table and realize that being a creative soul is so much. It's so overwhelming, but at the same time, it's so much fun because you get to be with like-minded individuals. Excuse me. And the best part about being with like-minded individuals is that you're not going to feel like the weirdest person in the room.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Not when you're around creative people.
And you won't even have to worry about that because we're all like weird down here.
Absolutely.
Whatever they said in that movie, we all float down here. We're all weird down here.
What movie is that?
It, the clown. It. We said we all float down here. We're all weird down here or over here. Sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. That movie.
It's the Casa in the Cup.
Hashtag Casa in the Cup. Put it in the comments if you got to. If you know what it's like to have Casa in your cup. Hashtag Casa in the Cup.
Your cup runneth over with Casa.
Listen, and in another episode, we didn't talk about having a full cup. We didn't finish it, but we're going to definitely.
We'll touch back on that for sure.
There's so much that we want to talk to you guys about just so that you understand or just so you have an idea like, hey, I feel this way for a reason.
Yeah.
I am a creative person, but where do I start? Well, what do I do? You look at
here.
Look at you
watch
come
us, here. And we will guide you, baby. We are your spirit guides to the world of navigation of the creative juices. I'm locking eyes with the camera. I'm talking to you.
Ooh. And you.
And you who's listening.
And you.
I'm talking to you.
And you. And you.
You're gonna love me.
Listen. Look, that's why we're here.
Spirit, baby.
Kindred. Okay. That is why you're here. Because, listen, I'm glad you got to hit that note because I couldn't.
Thank you.
And on that note, are all hearts and minds cleared?
I have one thing to say.
Go for it.
This is in the guided words of Keke Palmer. I watched an interview with her recently because, she's kind of having a come up right now. Shout out. Love that for her. But she said that in order to have, not in exact words, I'm not quoting her. I was about to pull up the interview and kind of get a quote, but I'm not going to do that because maybe you'll go, look at it yourself. Shout out to that person who's making that whatever. Anywho, she said something along the lines of, in order to have success, you have to have growth, like personal growth. And I believe when you work on your past, whether you're going to use your past as your inspiration for a creative purpose or whatever, but once you process that and start to grow as a person, baby, you are growing towards success, okay? And whenever there's any growth, there's going to come hardship and struggle. So just know when life starts to take a turn, and it seems like it's taking a turn for the worse, it is setting you up for something way greater than yourself, okay? So don't get deterred by the struggles of life, because it just means that you are heading in a direction that is going to cause you to have to put your armor on, baby, and walk through it.
Absolutely.
Okay? So you got this, babe. You got it. You got it. Promise. Got it. And
shout out to the number one cheerleader of the Nelly Drayton show. The best co-host a girl could ever ask for.
Oh my God. Did I pay you to say that?
No.
It was that alcohol that I brought over. She said, "Ooh, I'm going to make it worth it. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you back. You have no idea."
Love in your cup. Listen, that's a requirement when you're with creative individuals. You have to remember that a cup is there to be filled.
Okay.
You have to just be mindful. You don't have to do it because not all creative souls are genuinely caring creative souls. That's another topic for another day. But overall, if you're with someone that believes in the vision that you have, fill up their cup. Don't be stingy.
Fill their cup up because, baby, they are going to fill yours.
Listen, the mutual love and respect
that we have at this table. Sorry, listeners. Sorry. I'm going to have to back up because I got the spirit.
And on that note... we hope you guys liked it, loved it, and want more
of it, baby.
Absolutely. Yes. Make sure you guys check us out on Spotify. Yes. Episodes are going to be uploaded the same time as these.
Very soon. That's all I know.
They're going just put on notifications. Do that for me.
Ready.
And I can't hold a specific schedule yet. Bear with me. Full-time job, full-time mom, full-time life, full-time creative.
We'll get to it. As of right now, just stay tuned.
Please.
Okay?
Yes.
Just keep locked in, and eventually it's all going to flow.
Absolutely.
Like water.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next time. Love ya.